something is awfully sus about this new Pukpuk Treaty. Let's try to understand it one question at a time. First of all, what is a treaty? A treaty is a formally written agreement between two bodies, nations or government that legally binds them together, legally binds them, has to go through parliamentary ratification. All right? So that's what a treaty is. Next question. How many types of treaties are there? We have the most common types are peace treaties, environmental treaties for climate change and disasters. Then we have trade treaties and military treaties. All right, so those are the four main types of treaties that countries or nations sign. And out of the four, we went with a defense one with Australia. All right, so what is in it? Third question, what is in it for Papua New Guinea? In the 7:30 News interview, the Prime Minister, James Marape, quote unquote, said that PNG is in it for the range of spin-offs, range of spin-off benefits. And then he went on to answer later that we need the military hardware and software. Okay. So bottom line, to increase our military capacity. Let's make sure we get that right. All right. Fourth question. Are there any other alternatives we can use to upgrade our military? Answer, yes. And as the Prime Minister himself and even the 7:30 interviewer confirmed, we have so many existing prior military arrangements with Australia, the Status of Force Agreement, the DCA Defense Cooperation Agreement 2013, and the BSA Bilateral Security Agreement 2023 to 2024. Okay, so let's look at the letter 2, the DSA Defense Cooperation Agreement. What does it say? So this Defense Cooperation Agreement is established through Australia's largest defense corporation, which aims to invest in Papua New Guinea's, listen carefully people, aims to invest in Papua New Guinea's defense force personnel, also the Manmeri, equipment, software, hardware, and infrastructure. Personnel, equipment, and infrastructure. That's what DCA 2013 provides for us. BSA 2023, let's look at it, Bilateral Security Agreement. Purpose is to combat non-traditional threats like cybercrime and climate and disaster risks. All right, so coupled with the DCA, they both serve all the purpose to fulfill the request of our Prime Minister to upgrade or increase our military capacity. So on the other hand, the Pukpuk Treaty, this is different. It is a treaty. We just defined what a treaty is. It legally binds two countries together. And in a defense treaty, two countries agree to defend each other if one country comes under military threats or attacks, right? So now PNG is obliged to defend Australia in a war. But Prime Minister Papua New Guinea, through the commander of our own defense, have its due constitutional processes when that situation comes. All right. That is a fancy wording right there, and we'll break that down in another video. But I mean, look in detail. Each article no annexes with this the treaty. I posted a treaty earlier and the link to it. So if you know looking for it and stuff, I may discuss the next video. All right. Let's move to the next question. So in PNG Sun's interview on Facebook, I saw an interview by the PNG Sun. All interviewing Prime Minister, and they asked him, why are you signing the treaty right now when we have so many other problems? And I'm talk, quote unquote, and talk. Who knows what might happen in 2040, 2045, and beyond? I am signing this treaty to secure our future, right? Valid point, but 2 or 3, 4, 5 decades is a very long time, long enough for us to build our own military using our own fund, right? So stop blaming it on legacy issues. Now that you are in power, you only wallet the country. You do your due diligence, homework, fix the system, address it systematically internally within our country. And probably we are a sovereign nation. That's why we just celebrated 50 years of independence. So we can independently function on our own without any, neo-colonial influence number. Imi fixable problem blimi. One, now you Prime Minister, we have we are yet to see you actively fight against corruption. Since 2019, PMJ and UKSIM office come now. We the citizens have not seen a high profile, person or politicians number getting prosecuted for the white collar crimes that they're involved in. You look in the newspaper in it. Plenty money laundering, terrorist financing, proliferation financing. On top of that, election rigging, land grabbing. National Court even hold him somewhere last time. I won't call names, but you better go and research. So, what are we doing with this? The failure to punish those people has led us to us getting graylisted again, people. Okay, look at our penalties with this all. Also charging more 500 million kina bailo. One 500 million kina bailo, 50 years in prison or 100 years. Because that is treason. Now, next one. You can't say that Papua New Guinea does not have money. We can fund our own military if you may look out in all get areas when generating revenue inside the country. Extractive industries, agriculture, tourism, fisheries, human resource, brain blooming. The list goes on. It's just been revealed in 2025 that 32.66 billion kina has been generated by the PNG LNG project so far since its initiation in 2014, coming up now. 11 years. Where did all this money go, people? 32.66 billion, my goodness. I'm in a what a problem with the country now. Even building one world-class military too. And that this la. Alan Baird has just revealed that Papua New Guinea is losing 300 million US dollars worth of gold to smuggling every year, right under the nose of our customs officers and our MRDC officers. I'm not sure if they go and, physically present themselves on ground or mining sites to check their records against the records of the mining to make sure the tonnage of gold being extracted and exported is consistent with their separate records. But if it appears that I think some people are taking bribes and they're just willingly letting this happen. In agriculture, we still remember that you go make him speech builders, the FPDA building opening Logoroka na Yukira no Togosen. Papua New Guinea will start exporting rice to China and overseas come 2025. So that was 7 years ago, huh? But you miss kay rice blow. China na, Thailand na, kain country start. More lip service, Yaman Thomas. Anta plus loga Yaman na still blow him. You put in Bible inside the parliament, na you plus a pray before loga the parliament sitting. The hypocrisy, man, the hypocrisy. So, of all the types of treaties we could possibly sign, peace treaties with China, for example, or trade treaties with both China, Australia, and the US, no need for military or defense treaties, trade treaties, or environmental treaties for climate change and disasters. We went with a defense treaty, my goodness. Why the rush, guys? Why the rush? We're not understanding this seriously. Because Papua New Guinea does not have an active enemy that all of us know about. Our foreign policy has always been friends to all, enemy to none. Michael Somare Tokpenisa. And that has always been part of our constitution. It is an oath that we all the citizens carry in our hearts. It is not a suggestion, guys. So why are we rushing? Is our government secretly keeping something from us, like some intel or conspiracies against Papua New Guinea? Or are we just desperate to join the NRL and the Australian Defence Force because we can't find homegrown solutions to address our youth bulge unemployment problem? This all seems like a quick fix band-aid solution. Honestly, I can't wait to see how this will go through the ratification process during Parliament sitting on the 28th of this month, October. Anyways, guys, in the next video, I'll be tearing apart the treaty itself, page by page, by me looking what it means and whether or not it infringes on some of our on our constitution. That is all. Stay tuned.